Okay, so here I want to talk about Jupiter. Jupiter as your benefit. Jupiter is the benefactor, okay? And this is one thing that I became very privy of earlier on in my initial learning of astrology and understanding in energies. Your benefactor, because Jupiter, which is I've done these Jupiter and the type of husband it represents on my channel already, so that's there. And on these Jupiter videos, I want to talk about, if Jupiter's the benefactor, how you use the luck, the benefits from Jupiter, your Jupiter that you have a personal placement in. And it does help to look at where it's placed in your chart to know where to use this at, to know where you might even meet some significant beneficial person in your life, etc. But the benefactor. So let's talk about this for a second. First, we're gonna start here. Whatever sign your Jupiter is in is the sign that you pretty much have mastered. You're not experiencing any challenges in that sign, in that energy. Using it is going to be growth for you, benefit others around you. Okay, but a lot of times we'll pull in experiences that really reflect our Jupiter energy to deal with, and we just don't know that that's what's happening. Okay, that Jupiter, if you have Jupiter in the sign, so if you have Jupiter in Gemini, you really master and you really can exhibit. You are you can function as that sign. Okay, understand this. You can function as that sign in that area that sign represents. You pretty much are more skilled at being whatever sign your Jupiter is in than the person in that sign, the actual sun person that holds that position. Okay, so keep this in mind. Okay, so let's go through Jupiter in all the signs, and let's talk about like your benefactor, how you benefit and how you can use this energy to provide blessings and opportunities for you, baby. And in your chart, we got to put it in context. That's what a lot of people miss. Okay, so let's start with Jupiter in Aries. If you have Jupiter in Aries, you pretty much have mastered, or you have in your possession, all the quality traits and characteristics of the Aries energetic symbolism. You know what that Aries energy means. So Mars, like, you are a go-getter. You could be a go-getter. You could be someone that leads the way. Understand that. Leads the way in your life. You provide, you can create opportunities for yourself, other people, and people will look at you and look towards you for you to exhibit these traits. As a matter of fact, sometimes people don't understand. They don't get it when it seems like you're stuck somewhere. You don't want to take the lead in certain things. You're lacking confidence. People are like, I don't understand why. Because they can naturally see those Aries traits together on you. All right, so understand it. So you're beneficial. You create opportunities for yourself. You're more beneficial in your life and throughout your life when you don't let things stop you. Now, patience is a virtue, and wisdom comes from being able to be patient. But at the same time, I don't think that you need to be stagnant in a position where you're not acting on things that you want, or you want to experience, or you feel like you should make these certain changes And you have to be able to set yourself apart from those that are around you. This is you benefit from Aries qualities. Okay? Jupiter and Taurus. Because I'm going to make this quick. Like, if you're a person that you kind of want to go through the whole video, you can. Jupiter in Taurus. You are a Taurus. Like, you know Taurus's nature. You have those qualities. This is what benefits you. This is what you can use to create lucky opportunities for yourself. How you learn and how you project what you learn, into your life. And for you, this is all about finding and doing things that work, that add beauty to your life. Whenever you're working at something and there's some sort of form or some form of consistency, in order for you to be able to live comfortably in your life, like security wise, get it. It doesn't have to be something that, it doesn't have to be completely extravagant. Like, you don't have to be the person that's like, hey, let me go get the Lamborghini. If it's going to make you feel like you're struggling. No, if you can get it, you can get it. Don't get me wrong. But you thrive when you are comfortable. You thrive when you have some sort of routine. You thrive in beauty, but not just this beauty. This is like earthly beauty. This is earthly beauty. Like when you're around nature, or when you can be, I want to say okay with yourself. There's always room for growth. But when you can be natural, and natural doesn't necessarily mean you're not wearing any makeup or anything like that. Natural means that you're in a natural environment. You understand yourself. You know yourself. And because you know yourself, you don't have to be sitting out here doing all this crazy stuff. You don't have to. You could be patient. Patience is your virtue. Okay? And things that you're building, and things that you're doing, and things that you're working on. And a lot of you guys, you're themed with implementing into society the good things, like things that you feel like you want to see change society for the better. And creating tradition, being about tradition, but making changes and adjustments, so that you can grow, so that your family can grow, so that your children can grow. So just because you have that Taurus energy, it doesn't mean that you're stuck in something that's old and outdated with Jupiter and Taurus. Okay? Jupiter and Gemini. Jupiter and Gemini, you are a functioning Gemini. You know the ropes. You can be extremely charming. Charm gets you everywhere. Okay? But let's do so from a Jupiter perspective. A Jupiter perspective, you're not manipulating or tricking people. You're actually benefiting people. People want to be around your energy. You're intelligent. You could be a teacher, like when you're some sort of teacher or somebody that's informing people. Somebody that's where you stay blessed and where you grow from is always learning. Always putting yourself in a position to learn. Okay? And you can build some extremely positive, beneficial relationships with people. But in situations where you feel like people are, keeping you stagnant and you feel stuck, those are not the real situations for you. Because you got to be able to freely, and when I say stuck, I'm just saying like where you're feeling restricted in a way to where you can't grow and develop as you need to and spread your wings as you need to. It doesn't benefit you. Freedom and the ability to, and I'm going to tell you, Jupiter and Geminis, y'all have a lot of responsibility, because with freedom comes a lot of responsibility. I would have to say that. But freedom in not being restricted to old, outdated information, learning new things, being able to communicate that to other people, teaching other people, real, like being unique and embracing that. So there is something in your tradition, in your trajectory, that is causing or calling for you to set yourself apart. And that's where your luck lies. That's where you benefit. Jupiter in Cancer, you having security, and I'm going to go ahead and say this, security within first is where your blessings are. You're a Cancer at heart. You know about that sign. People could see you as like their family. Like you have people that claim you as family. And vice versa. So family is a big thing. Family is a very big thing for you. And even if like your sign, your regular sun sign placement or other placements is putting you in this position where you want to be a loner and you don't really want to be involved with family and stuff like that, and for specific reasons, it may really benefit you to be involved in family, even if you have to do it in a way that creates a balance. It's like, okay, well, I'm not going to be engulfed in family, but I do want to maintain those relationships in some form. Security in your emotional well-being to be able to move forward is where you benefit at. That is your superpower. And a lot of you guys will go on to create stability for yourself if you utilize this energy correctly. So security, emotional security, and stability, family, that's a big thing for you. And this is where you benefit from. Understand that. Because I can see a lot of y'all being independent and feeling independent, especially it depends on what signs you are and your other placements, and struggling when you could actually have assistance by people and by others. And a lot of you guys too can have situations where when you get older, your children or someone that you became really close with will support you and take care of you as well. Jupiter and Leo. Ooh, wow. The true star. Like you are embodying the sign of Leo. You are like the star. You are like a person that receives attention and stuff, but you may or may not want it depending on what your other placements are. You could be like, okay, I don't want that, but you could get it anyways. So you could be drawn into the spotlight a lot. But when you are able, this is where you get lucky, this is where your benefits lie. When you are able to individualize yourself in order to motivate, encourage others to be themselves, encourage others to understand their talents and to go in that direction. You could be telling them and motivating them, but I think that yours benefits other people more when you could just be when you could just be around them. I'm not gonna lie. Yes, there will be people that's seeking your attention. And with it being Jupiter in this placement, I kind of feel like if you can, I don't think it'll be a negative thing. There's other placements here, but that can make or break this. But you really thrive when others thrive. Like for instance, if you have a child and the child is acting up, but you present the child, you give the child your attention for the positive things that they do and not just the negative things. They thrive because they're like, wow, like I'm really seen. You can build confidence in other people, but for yourself, you're beneficial when you build confidence for yourself, when you confidently approach life, even when you feel like I'm not too sure about the next steps I should take or the decision I can make. When you confidently make a decision and you live in that, and you are able to be creative. The more creative you are, the more that you can be confident, the more that you can, motivate other people by you living your life, is how you benefit from Jupiter. Because remember, guys, this is about living a better life through understanding the energies that we embody. So yeah, Jupiter in Virgo. You really do need your alone time. Okay? Jupiter in Virgo, it's like being a Virgo. And that's the energy that you take on to benefit yourself and to live a more productive life and open yourself up to more opportunity, is by making sure that you have something continuous that you work on. You prioritize your health, and making sure that you're involving yourself in give and take relationships, because the relationships that are give and take, meaning you're not giving and doing and not receiving anything back, those ones that are give and take where you are actually being fed, you're feeding others with your Jupiter energy, but you're being fed back, you're receiving that energy back, are the best relationships that you can have. Like, you will find yourself being truly happy, and opening up yourself to these experiences, things that you're learning. Being able to take time out for yourself is how your Jupiter energy benefits you. But if you could prioritize your health, you'd be out here looking like a fitness coach, or looking real good. You hear what I'm saying? That's what you want to do anyways. But also, when you pay attention to detail about stuff, it benefits you because it saves you a lot of trouble from getting, involved with people in situations that aren't the best for you. Right? Jupiter in Libra. Oh, the popular partner. You benefit when this is kind of similar to Virgo, but you benefit when you have productive relationships, to where, yes, you're in a relationship, you're in a partnership, but at the same time, you get your needs met. You have your own individual identity within them. Okay. But whenever you can form meaningful partnerships and relationships, that's where your benefit lies. It'll bring beauty to your world, add beauty to your life, and getting into the arts some type of way, anything dealing with information, having some sort of cause that you stand for. Like, y'all, these days, it's not hard to pull this off. You could turn on the camera and you could talk about something that you are passionate about, that you are, you advocate for, and teach people about it, baby. And let me tell you something. When you operate in your Libra energy, you are beautiful, you are talented, you are attractive. Okay. Jupiter in Libra can have so many suitors, or so many people that is into you, that want to be around you, and you are talented. So a lot of you guys can easily, do stuff like model, or do stuff in, sing. You don't have to just do that. You could be like a lawyer. You could be, like I said, someone that advocates. The list can go on to what you can be. But I want to focus on the fact that, yes, you will be seen as somebody that's highly sought after, and you're very valuable in your relationships and your partnerships. Okay. So find beauty in life in whatever you do. in yourself. Acquire that. Become that. Stand for something. Okay? And this is how you effectively use your Jupiter in Libra energy to benefit you. Jupiter and Scorpio. Jupiter and Scorpio. Wow. So, business, especially dealing with money, finances, or transformational, you will benefit and you will find blessings and opportunities in situations that, or businesses that you transform people. Like, you help people change their life. You help people discover this about themselves. The hidden stuff. When you heal yourself, because there's a lot of secret aspects to yourself, even when it comes to your relationships and stuff like that, there's a lot of secrecy there because it's supposed to be sacred. It's supposed to be intimate. It's supposed to be deeper than surface. Whenever you can find beneficial relationships and partnerships with other people, that's deeper than surface, you benefit from it. And holding yourself in that regard as well. Like, everybody didn't have to know all of your business, because it's like, okay, well, if you really was interested in me and you really wanted to find out, you would be there in my life for that. It's just not going to be something I hand out to everybody, because you can't hand that information out to everybody, because the certain type of work that you may do, what you could be involved in, you know, it's a lot that goes into it. It usually requires a deeper understanding, you know. And when you can dive into it, the further that you can dive into yourself and transforming yourself in your life and making changes accordingly, you will experience failure, things not going right, being stuck in places emotionally, other people doing other people, to triumphant experiences. You're the, what is that called? Like, I would say rejuvenator, but you're the afterlife coming to life. You get power. You standing in your power, baby. You're here to be powerful. Just don't misuse your power. But you usually gain that understanding after doing a serious transformation on yourself. And then after that, it's very hard to touch you. Wow. Being you, being sure of that, being in touch with, you know, certain emotions that save you, that protect you, being intuitive, and being sexy, and sharing that, you know, especially with meaningful situations, because that's how people are going to see you, is where your benefits and your opportunities. Like, I could keep going with this Jupiter and Scorpio, baby, because it could get serious. But, you know, you can intimidate a lot of people, and that's okay, because the people that actually benefit you back and that you're supposed to form these relationships with, they're not going to be scared, baby. So, and business could be good for you guys. Jupiter in Sagittarius. Wow. Can I get a woo woo? Because Jupiter loves being in Sagittarius. This is one of Jupiter's homes besides the sign of Pisces. So here you are, the spiritual guru. You are the counselor. You would make an outstanding counselor, just like a Jupiter Scorpio would. But you would make, not just any counselor. The one that says, hey, keep going. The motivational speaker. You traveling, you being multicultural, Okay, you not being restrictive with information, and you being open, and you being willing to learn, and you being willing to move forward in life and progress. And this could be educationally, this could be religious factors, spiritual factors. You allowing yourself to experience, but using those experiences to make yourself grow and change is where your luck lies in life. And you will become somebody that's either that's highly educated or in a prominent position, being able to do so. So yes, with Jupiter and Sagittarius, don't be afraid to move forward. Don't be afraid to have your experiences. Jupiter will make sure that you're just not trying to have the negative experiences or experiences that bring you down. We need to lift you up. Embracing, spirituality, if you have situations where you need help, because you could be the counselor, but if you need help and you need to see a counselor or a therapist to help you through certain life situations and lessons, go that way, baby. Do that. Jupiter in Capricorn. Jupiter in Capricorn, you changing karma for yourself through doing things different. You're supposed to set new foundational aspects to your life. Like you doing things different and doing these things in a way to where there's like some sort of spiritual meaning behind them, like in cause and reason. For example, you experienced something abusive growing up. Moving forward, you don't abuse people. You show your kids, or you show your students, or you show people you come across a different way. Maybe you see your family with a history of certain addictions and you say, hey, I'm not doing that. And let me give you an example. So, and I know you guys can see by looking at certain singers, performers, especially the ones that has taken care of themselves, and just like people in the world, online and stuff, where you see and you find out like, oh my God, this person is like in their 40s or 50s or 60s, but they look like they're like 20, 30, and 40. How is that possible? Did you get Botox? Did you get, what did you do? And the person's like, no, I didn't. But I'm like, if you notice though, at that time, like in the 80s and 90s and 90s, especially the 90s, it was like the DARE program to keep kids off of drugs and stuff like that. The information, it could seem like it scared us straight, but it's like the information and the knowledge, remember Jupiter, that we come across and utilize, the ones that did, it preserved your youth because you weren't doing things to evade that. You get what I'm saying? So it's like being like, hey, I'm not going to be drinking all the time. I'm not going to be smoking all the time. I'm not going to be, doing drugs. Like, I'm not going to be. Just saying, through what I've learned, I'm going to apply it, and it changes my destiny. That's Jupiter and Capricorn. You could literally put a new foundation in place for yourself and other people. Now, let's say you're in a family to where there's some sort of company or organization in play and you're supposed to inherit it or take it over. I'm not saying you have to get rid of that, or I'm not saying you have to get rid of tradition, but you could take it and you can revolutionize it. You can take it and you can say, okay, well, how can I make this better? How can I make this more up to date? How can I make changes to it that makes it new, but it still works, but it's different? That's still transforming karma. That's still transforming something. It's not transforming something like a Scorpio energy would. It, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't necessarily have to be that way. It could just be like something that has been long done, long utilized, and now it's time to adjust it so that you're getting a different, you want success, but you want to live, but you want to experience it different. This is Jupiter and Capricorn. Jupiter in Aquarius. Wow. Embracing, the more you take on Aquarian traits, the more that you can detach yourself from situations. Now, because let's say you got like a codependent sun sign or like other placements that's prominent, and it interferes with you being able to, it puts you in a needy situation, in positions, it puts you in, even when you need to detach yourself. Understanding and learning the art of detachment is where your luck and benefit opportunities lie. You can pretty much magnetize or draw in anything that you want. Also embracing unpredictability sometimes, because you could try to be doing things that you feel like you know you're going to get the results. You know how things are going to happen. Jupiter in Aquarius is saying, yeah, but what if I embrace the things that I don't know? I know, hold on, because Aquarius knows the things that I know, but at the same time, I feel afraid to try them. I feel afraid to allow them to happen. The more that you can let go and be like, no, I know that this is going to work out, the more you let go, and other people will help you, will catch you. So Jupiter in Aquarius is also beneficial when you have friends, or you have those connections that you make with people that you can actually come back and utilize to your advantage. Jupiter in Pisces, another sign that Jupiter likes being in besides Sagittarius, it also rules over Pisces. And let me tell you, Jupiter in Pisces, the more that you can accept your spiritual gifts and your intuitive understandings, and the embrace the whimsical and the mermaidness. I say mermaidness, but I'm just saying, like, the more that you can embrace these things, the beneficial you're going to be. The more beneficial you're going to be. The intuitive that you are, the more beneficial that you're going to be. The more that you can forgive and not forgive people to allow them back in to destroy you. But no. Forgive yourself for things. Not forget things, but not, because usually when we hold on to stuff, especially bad experiences and the way that it affected us negatively, it puts us in a position to where it causes us to sometimes feel like we can't, because every experience that I have, I'm going to be feeling like something's going to happen, or the same experience might happen, and it stagnates us. You don't need to be stagnant. You need to be fluent. And the more that you can be emotionally vulnerable with yourself, even others. Now, I'm not talking about to the point of where you're not you're at the whims of what other people do. You're, every time they do something that's disappointing, you're breaking down crying. That's not what I'm talking about. But I'm talking about, like, you can hear what people are saying, what they're experiencing, what they're going through, and you can offer compassion. It could be like one little word that you say that can make their day, that could change things for them. It could be like a hug or something. I'm telling you, you will receive blessings, because it's like the more that you can operate in this space, in this wisdom, and allow the energy of the universe to work through you, the more that those people are going to feel like, no, like, I have Jupiter and Pisces back. I want to support them. Like, you will be highly supported, and you have so much possibilities and opportunities and stuff that comes to you through you. Maybe some of you guys can write a good fantasy novel, like invent some new characters. You get what I'm saying? If you know, you know. Okay? All right, thank you. So I went through all the signs. I'm not going to make this. If you went through all the signs with me, here we are at the end. Yes. So you can use your Jupiter to your benefit. And please do so. And please like my video and subscribe to my channel, because I will be back. Thank you.